Okay, we're back. Well, this is the last part we're gonna have to go through. I'm gonna say this right now. I died a bit off screen. Let me see. This is the hardest part of the dungeon. So yeah. If possible, avoid the fighting. If you're trapped by Neckins, reset and make sure to save that the killing gets sent on, or else you will die. If you have a monster house, if you're in a monster house, reset, or else you will die. When I run through this place, I actually almost got by them, but I failed. Yeah, actually update my deaths I had now because I've actually died. Yeah, I believe that brings me up to like 30 deaths, I forget. I'm not gonna go back and look, it's probably around that much. Crap! Run! I'm out of here! No! No! Okay, press this again, I have to kill it. Good. No. Come on. Get out. Wake up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if he uses a poison type move, he's gonna do like 50 damage. It's ridiculous. There's no way you can deal with it unless you do a ton of grinding. So yeah, that's really ridiculous. Okay, Spring K4. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully get there in time. This is probably the worst part of the area. The boss fight, although I enjoy it, is really hard if you don't know what you're doing. I've heard that apparently, although it seems to work fine for me, some people seem to have problems with Grass Whistle. For me, it always seems to work, but I guess that's not the case. Okay, which way should I go? Let's go down. Okay, I can get to the bullet. Nah, I'm not. I don't want to. Okay, read relief. Okay, now for quite possibly one of the hardest bosses in the game. I'm gonna make it look easy, but you are gonna die on this. But if you don't know the proper strategy, you will probably die for a few times. So yeah, let's. I can't even bring myself to make it sound like I care about this. I just want this part to be done with. Yeah, there was 3 hunters. So yeah, now the boss fight is 3 of these guys. Sounds annoying, doesn't it? Well, we're gonna get some backup, but it will get worse. Yeah, he just plays the switcheroo with the other ones. That's pretty much how the plan works. Okay, oh yeah, and then pretty much. yeah, on top of this boss fight already being pretty difficult in its own right, now you have to build the burn status. And the enemies, of course, don't get at all. Okay, to start off this boss fight, you're gonna want to try to get Grass Whistle on at least 2 out of the 3 hunters. They like to use counter or pursuit, which will pretty much reverse the damage you do on them, which will make them even more difficult than already. So unless you have a ton of worm berries, Grass Whistle is the way to go. Even then, I'd say you use. Yeah, it's payback, right? Okay, Grass Whistle now. Yeah, if you try to fight this head on, unless you get incredibly lucky, you are going to die. It's actually a pretty fun boss fight once you know what you're doing, as it's actually incredibly challenging. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's pretty freaking unfair. So yeah, just string him with the damage, let him deal to everyone. And whenever everyone wakes up, use Grass Whistle. Oh, crud. Okay, Razor Leaf. No. No! Ow. Okay, Grass Whistle now. No, I should use Grass Whistle. Okay, Grass Whistle now. Before you can play. Okay, good. Now let's get Leech Seed up. I think I should be good to go now. Once you goes back to normal, I should be ready to. This should help me keep my health up. And I need to see power up the rope. No, they woke up. Well, okay, Grass Whistle. Yeah, and now I've got past a really hard part. Now it's just the hammer way. If you didn't know to do this, you would probably die. Unless you did a ton of grinding, you'll probably die if you don't use this trick. It's in its own right a fairly fun boss battle too, if you know what you're doing like I do. Then it could actually be pretty entertaining. But you're not going to figure that out. But people are going to think, oh, I'm just DPS. There's no need to do anything else. Okay, Stun Seed. Let's see. I'm just going to move. Yeah. File Sleep. Now I can get. Ow! Grass Whistle now. Wait, let's see. Oh wait, I didn't. Never. Okay, I won. Yeah, that is probably one of the harder boss fights in the game. I mean, for the most part, if you use the right crowd control, you can deal with bosses fairly easily. Even with the correct crowd control, it just goes from nearly impossible to doable, but still pretty hard. It's actually harder than some of the late game bosses. So yeah, we caught that, and now finally this is done. We're finally done with this. Blah blah blah. Thank you very much. And so yeah. Yep, we apprehended Haunter. thankfully means we are now done with this special episode. Once we go over the monologue that we have at the end. Oh yeah, we got the sun scarf. So yeah. So, okay. One off-scene explanation later. Okay, so he went to Apple Woods, and now he's writing the diary. And, yeah, it's pretty... Oh, we're almost at the credits. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice happy moment, but I don't know. Just... Okay. So, yeah. Today's, oh my gosh. Thank goodness I'm done. This is easily the weakest of the new added special episodes. The dungeon itself, it's a pretty much case of avoid all enemies and just get to the end. Especially in the last floor, where Ekans could practically two-shot you. Let me see. The story, it's not interesting. They pretty much moved that from one of the diary entries on some floor. And it was one of the less interesting ones at that. The music, really weak. I mean, it uses decent music, but that's just decent music. That's not by the game standards. It's more meh music by the game standards. It has much better music, as we see in Wigglytuff's path exploration and Wigglytuff the project, and even Beat It Switch has some pretty fairly consistently great music. Let's see the gameplay. One boss. That boss was the only part of the game, this chapter, that I enjoy, and even then, it's only because it's actually a pretty strategic boss fight, as opposed to your standard get up, random, and you still have to get up your crowd control, but even then, you still have to focus on where you are and how much damage you're taking. Pursuit is really hard to deal with. Let's see, and appearance, even that's very weak. When Spring Cave isn't that impressive when you compare it to pretty much any other of the special chapters. Even Beatty's Wish has a pretty cool looking area in the where you fight Jirachi. Here it's mostly a pretty generic cave. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get back to the main story, where we will continue our random missions while we wait for Grovyle to be captured. This has been the Grenade of Cheese. We are finally done with this special episode. Have a good day.